guys, welcome to yet another episode here on the Boss Woman Talks. So this week we are speaking about boss women and relationships.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. There's this misconception, perhaps it's not a misconception, but there's this belief that boss women are difficult to be in relationships with, whether romantically, family, friendships, but boss women are apparently difficult to be in relationships with.
Exactly. There's that narrative that as a boss woman, you know, you are bossy even in your relationships, or you are, I don't need a man brigade kind of thing, you know? There's even that joke that says that I don't want to get married. I want to be like Range Rover.
I feel like when it comes to boss woman, okay, fine, you want a man, you want a relationship, you want any kind of relationship, but your main priority is your career. Your main priority is just advancing yourself, so everything comes last. So when people come at you like, but not before my career. So that's why people find themselves having to say boss women are lonely because they put their careers first.
Yeah, and another thing, people tend to be intimidated by boss women. Tend to be intimidated by women who know what are they doing with their time. You know, women who will voice it out when they don't like something. That's why they would say, you will never keep a man if you continue with this mentality.
And they do tell you that. They do. I wonder what's so intimidating. Like, I think it goes back to patriarchy. It goes back to gender roles in society.
Gender roles, oh yes.
Because there's no need to feel intimidated. I'm a woman, but I'm a woman who... Not a woman who wears pants, because everybody wears pants.
Amen.
I'm a woman, but I'm a woman who just loves being independent. I'm a woman who wants to do everything that the man is doing. So I don't get why it's intimidating.
Exactly. And when we say boss women, we're not only speaking about career women, entrepreneurs. You could be a housewife and be a boss woman. I mean, you are managing that home, you're running that home, you are a boss woman, and you're nurturing that home.
You are. And I don't want to put in, just slip in feminism here in a bit, but obviously it's going to come up. When we say that we are equal, we mean that we are equal. Doesn't mean that we both have to be equal with money. You can have the money and I bring the house, I make the household warm. That's feminism. That's equality. Feminist doesn't always have to be someone who just has their own money, and we are equal in this relationship. Whether or not you bring the money into the relationship, we're still equal. Exactly.
And another conversation or narrative that we find ourselves having about boss women is that you do not have a social life. You do not have, your life basically is career, business and all that. But I believe that things do not always have to be that way. You could be a mom, a wife, a sister, a friend, and just know how to balance that. It doesn't have to be so lonely, no.
Balance. But I think sometimes when I don't know about other people, but when you just doing life, when you're doing things for a long time, you're there thinking, you feel guilty. I don't know if I'm the only one who experiences this. You feel guilty for not doing something. You feel guilty, like you're not working towards your dream. That time you're spending, stuffy laptop, we're cuddling.
Exactly, because there's that era in your life where should I say workaholic? You're so used to working. That, let's say you block your Saturday afternoon from 3 to 6 to catch up with friends. Suddenly you feel like, I could have been doing this and this. But we all need balance, As a boss woman, you should balance. You don't have to always be slaving around and forget to nurture relationships, Because at the end of the day, everyone wants to have people that love her. But I think the main thing here is that having people who understand that Alu at this time, she's not available.
Yeah.
If I'm dating Alu, I have to understand Alu is busy.
You can't always see her. But that's the problem though. They don't want to always, I get that. Because I'm mentally now, so get a laptop watching movies.
Exactly, that's why we still need to have family and friends or partners who understand what we do. And understand that my girlfriend or wife can come back at home at 1 a.m. Not because she'll be gallivanting, but because she's working.
She does what she does. And then when it comes to friendships, have you ever had struggled with finding friendships, friends that resonate with you?
Right, that's a hard one, but I'm glad that as you grow, somehow life or the universe introduces you to people who have the same interests as you, or some people don't have the same interests as you, but they respect what you do.
And they show up for you, you know.
Exactly. They know that you don't have to speak every day or speak every week. I have friends. I have an amazing friend of mine. The last time we spoke was metric. Basically seeing each other because we do WhatsApp text each other and all that, but we're still friends. She supports my business, she supports my events, you know?
Yeah.
But that relationship is still there because she understands that, okay,
we are friends.
Yes, and we're in different eras.
I think for me, the term friendship is very, very broad. And it's not broad. I mean, the term friendship shouldn't be used lightly.
Yeah.
Because there are people who are like, oh, okay, this person, we just grew up in a certain area, or just grew up in a certain environment, and we happen to become friends, you know. Obviously, I have a lot of acquaintances, but friends, I'm like, you know what, I choose because I don't have time, guys. Like, for me, the basis of friendship is just, basically the basis of any relationship is having a not common goal, but having like a same vision.
Yeah, and understanding that,
same
you know
vision.
what, if Aluta doesn't come to my birthday, it doesn't mean she's not my friend. You know,
she doesn't like me.
Yes, maybe she was having an event or whatever she was doing. I understand that.
And priorities.
Exactly.
Priorities must be the same. We can't be friends if perhaps, let's say, your priority is let's say working and my priority is my boyfriend. Like, we can't be friends because when I want to work all the time, I'm going to be with my boyfriend all the time. Whereas if both are
the balance, right?
Yes.
There should be the balance.
So if both our priorities are like work, then obviously you're going to gel together because we have the same priorities, and then find that, oh, okay, besides just for having the same priorities and vision, there are things that I like about this person. This person is kind.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, for me, I don't take the term friendship lightly, and yeah, as I said.
Yeah, and Alu, it takes a certain level of maturity to be friends with somebody where you are from different industries, but you understand that, you know what, we just have clashing schedules, but she's my girl. She can call me anytime and all that, but you guys have an understanding that, okay, you could be friends with a doctor. Some weekends she have on calls, and you find out on weekends you are not working, you know, that balance. But it doesn't mean that you guys should now badmouth each other that, hello, solo
peace. Exactly, that's why I'm saying that if ever your priorities are not the same,
exactly.
Because it's not what I do, it's what
exactly.
So if ever, let's say we drink, let's say our priorities is drinking, we drink together, no one's gonna judge the other because, and that's where our friendship and basis lies because we have the same common interest.
Yeah, man, that is so true. That is so true, and it also goes down to this thing of being entitled. You know. Your true friends won't be offended if I found like 2 missed calls and I couldn't get back to you. Then I get back to you 5 days later. I'm like, you know, on Monday I saw your calls, but it was crazy. You know, those are the dynamics of relationship of a boss woman, basically.
But why do you think boss women are always single?
Because I feel like they have strong characters, or maybe the society that we are in is not ready for such women. And they're not ready for people who are vocal, people who are there to risk and start stuff. And, you know, people get comfortable with a certain system that serves them. But if there is a person who comes here to challenge and want to implement a new system, it's a problem. So
whenever I think of a boss woman, I always think of, I don't know if you guys watch the series Mary Jane, where Mary Jane was always
I relate to her so much.
She's always like my go-to. I know this sounds bad, like I aspire to not have a husband and then get home, drink wine, you know, not get married. But that's the representation, you know, that's one series and one woman. And a series I felt I resonated with. So that's always, whenever I think of a boss woman, whenever I think of a strong, independent woman, I think Mary Jane.
Exactly. And also it goes down to how we were raised or what we were familiar with in our society. Like all we saw, I'll speak on myself, is that your mom, yes, is working, but she comes home, she has to cook, help with the homeworks, weekend, it's laundry and all that. Then you're like, I don't think I want this life for myself. But I know there are some women who are happy to do that. and still they are boss women because they choose to, you know what, I will do it. I love to do that. I love to be the one cooking, washing laundry, and all that. As long as you do it with passion and you like,
do it with the love.
I just want to do that. Yeah.
And that's being boss on its own. Okay, now let's come to boss woman and family. When you're a boss woman, when you're this child, because I believe that a boss woman is not really, I believe a boss woman is raised.
Is raised.
I believe a boss woman is raised.
And it's groomed.
Yes, it's groomed. But as a boss woman is born because you can see that this child is a leader. You can see that a child
exactly
that this child does stand out from all the other children. Obviously, you can acquire the skill in life
along the way.
Yes, but I believe that a boss woman is like
conforming. Yes. The peer pressure they don't have.
Yes. So what was it like being a boss woman, like being a boss woman and family? Did your family, when you make decisions that your family doesn't agree with?
One thing I can tell you, you're going to clash with your family so many times. But what I love, they come around later. So as a boss person, a boss woman, know that you're going to take some decision, probably your mom or your dad won't agree.
Yeah.
But don't worry, they'll come around.
As long as you stand firm.
Exactly, because I remember when I left home, I packed my bags and I told my mom that I'm gonna move, and go to Joburg, and she was like, why? You're not working, I was like, listen, I'm gonna leave. And I left and she supported me and all that. Then it came along the journey where you're facing difficulties, and you're telling your family, all they're gonna say, come back home, it's warm here. You say you don't have food, there's food here, and all that. But most of the time they do come back around. But all I'm saying is that you're not gonna take decisions your family is gonna be in favor of every time, because you're gonna miss some events and they're gonna see you as you're not the supportive person. But what if I'm working, or what if this gig or whatever this project has been set a long time ago, So yeah. It takes a special family to accept that this person is a boss woman, it's a boss child.
Do you know, I've had to break, or I don't want to say cut people off, but I've had to distance myself from a few family members, a few friends, because our visions and goals don't align. Sometimes you can be my family, sometimes you can be my friend, but you don't get the vision that I'm going, and you really do not get what it is that I'm trying to do in my life.
Exactly.
And I'm so glad that my mom has just come around to seeing, okay, this is the type of person that I'm raising. But if ever, I feel like if I had a toxic mother who was going to be like, I was a teen, I feel like I would have cut her off, because sometimes as a boss woman, sometimes as a person in general who's ambitious, you're going to have to cut people that you love off because they don't see your vision.
Come on.
When people like TD Jakes or whatever, all these thingy people talk about it, you think, you know what, it seems easy, and it's
You're
not.
You're going to experience it live.
It's not easy. It's just that you prioritizing your that's another reason. That boss woman, you prioritize yourself.
Yeah. Prioritize yourself means that you prioritize your time. That's why you cannot tell me most of the time Friday and say, let's hang out Saturday. Chances are that time is already blocked. Some people will think, uzenza serious, but I mean it. If you tell me something Thursday and vele I'm not free on Saturday, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna make it. If there's a wedding at home, I'm gonna attend because I've known this long time ago. Then I have to shift around my schedule that, you know what, I have to go home. You know what, I have to do this. I have to attend this birthday party. But if you tell me in the morning, sorry, it's not gonna happen, because that's not how my life is structured, you know? And as we touch on family that they don't understand and all that, sometimes it's good to go on isolation to protect what you're carrying. Because sometimes you have this dream, but the environment is toxic. Chances are you're gonna miscarry your dream, so you have to just prioritize yourself. Because I always say this to Alu, that before anything here, you have to be married to your dreams and goals. That's your main purpose. You are here, and you have to make sure that you give birth. Come rain, come sunshine.
Obviously, as a boss woman, not saying that you don't like men. One of the biggest one of the women that I look up to, she's a feminist, Chimamanda Ngozi. She's a feminist. She's married. It doesn't mean that boss women or feminists hate men. It just means that
Exactly.
They understand that the vision that she carries. Perhaps the husband understands the vision that she carries.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And it's not gonna be somebody who's gonna ask you to tone it down. You know, like,
that's
babe,
another problem.
Don't say that,
That's
babe.
another
What are
problem.
people going to say? But it's gonna be somebody who's gonna support who you want to become and understand what you're carrying as a person and make sure that is nurtured without feeling intimidated. You know, because as a boss woman is so important, selecting your cycle. You need to be around people that you know that here it's a safe space. People who will know your weaknesses. I mean, we all have weaknesses, but also they understand that this person is gifted in this, and I'm not gonna come in their way.
And in the way of what they want.
Exactly.
Okay. So we did a quiz. We need to do a boss woman quiz. So
more like a 30-second kind of thing.
A boss woman 30 seconds. So I'm going to ask Nompumelelo questions. I'm going to give her clues on the woman that I think is boss, and she's going to have to guess. And she's going to do the same. And then we're going to do boss couples.
Yeah. Should I start?
Boss relationships. In fact, not boss couples. Boss relationship. It can be friendship, mother and daughter, anything. Just boss relationship.
Okay, I'll start. So this couple, so inspirational, and they started a TV production together.
Ferguson's.
Oh my God. Guys, I don't want to make them serious, but those are both relationships that we are exposed to. She's gonna know this one, guys. Let's hope she doesn't. She's a young African girl. She's a comedian coming up.
Yeah.
That's
Elsa.
Oh my gosh.
Elsa Majimba.
No, guys, it's because she knows these boss people. But yeah.
And then
the last one I would say, the other one is a DJ, the other one is a TV presenter. They are friends.
Pearl Tussi. I'm talking about Pearl Tussi.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
she wins, guys.
Okay,
up to so far.
So this is a couple. One is an actress. One is an actor. I don't know. It doesn't really matter whether she's an actor or an actress. Oh, I told you. Okay, she's an actress, and he is a rapper.
Just that.
Yes. They've just started their own clothing brand.
Oh yes, I do know Mackenzie and who's the guy? Solo.
Okay. Here's another boss relationship. She has just started her own beverage company.
Bonti, the Latino.
What? I'm not done with my clue. I'm not even done with my clue.
I'm sorry, you do not need to go far.
No, it's a lie. It's not Boiti, someone else.
Huh?
She's just started.
A beverage.
Beverage? Yes. And I was not done with the clue. No, I'm joking, it's Boiti. But I was going to do Boiti and a mom. And then you cut me off.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
I should be disqualified for that.
Okay, so the last clue is she's a YouTuber, an entrepreneur. She has just started her own beauty company.
Beauty?
Yeah.
It's
probably a year now.
Beauty company?
Yeah.
Pumile Dwaba and
No.
Beauty company?
Yeah. She's just cut her hair.
Cut her hair?
On the side. She cut it a while ago, probably 6 months ago.
Beauty company?
Yes.
Hi guys, I don't know. Who is it?
I love to see it.
Wow, guys, she wins because I don't know the last one.
Y'all!
Oh my gosh.
Y'all.
Oh, man.
Y'all's channel.
No, that's a boss woman. Love y'all.
Y'all's channel. So,
anyway, yeah.
That's the end of what we have for this week.
Yes, so with the Boss Woman Talks, remember this, you can have it all. You can be a great mom, great entrepreneur, great sister, great friend. You can have it all, but the tip is balancing, schedule, planning. Yeah.
Yes. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye. Well done.